Peace, y'all. Peace and love. I tried to record live on Facebook, but it did not work very well. So I'm going to try to run through what I was trying to share with you on Facebook yet again. Now, y'all know I have to multitask when I'm trying to do something like this because time gets away from you really easily. And the video on Facebook, if it did actually record, was a bit distorted, and I'm sure you could tell it was a lot more hurried than I usually talk or usually offer information. So y'all just gotta be with me for just a moment. But what I was basically trying to communicate with everybody is that I was really, and I am really feeling super stoked. I feel really exuberant. I feel motivated and confident in our current position, even though it's a really tough spot. It is a tough spot. It is a spot that we've been in for a long time, and it's easy to give in to what feels like intimidation. And I am making this check-in to assure you we're fine. We're fine. So everybody who has had any hand in resistance, no matter what that has been, I don't care if you have been making phone calls or protesting in the way that you like to do, whatever that might be, no matter how it looks to somebody else, I appreciate your participation. And everybody who is pushing back appreciates that. I'm speaking on behalf, I know, ain't that a nerve, taking the liberty? I'm speaking on behalf of everybody who is resisting during this here uprising worldwide. Come on now, worldwide. We all we got. And I'm very proud of us for what we've done so far, and we have to keep doing. So right on, y'all, right on. So I want us to keep doing that, and I'm telling you, we're on to something. We're on to something. I feel the way I kept hearing Negroes talking about Obama being president, and that's cool. You know, I ain't mad for all the voters. Shout out. Y'all had a good run. 8 years. But now I feel as excited about this shit as y'all felt about that shit. That wasn't shit to me. This right here, this is the shit I'm talking about. So, right on, we got this shit. And I'm telling you, we can win it. I told you all before, I'm trying to make sure that I'm not losing you, but I tried to tell people before about, I'm going to sit this back here. Hold on for one quick second. Sorry. Look, I'm messing up already. But I was telling people before that we could win this thing. We had this conversation when some of us rolled up into Ferguson together. And I said then, you know, one thing we learned from Ferguson is we can win. We can win. I'm telling you. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of people will be discouraged. You know, they don't believe that that's true because this government and the individuals who serve this government have spent a lot of energy and time trying to make you feel like ain't no way anybody can beat the almighty U.S. of A. And I'm telling you, the U.S. of A is far more fallible than they let on. But that's the case for most bullies. Remember what I told you. It's important for us to share some in-house information, which was the original reason that I wanted to have this conversation with you. I know that all across the country, and I'm blessed to have a community that stretches all over this country and in some other parts of the world. I'm thankful to have most of you in my life. In fact, in this moment of this fight, I'm thankful to have all y'all's asses in my life, even you pains in the asses. Just like y'all probably feel about me. That's cool. But that brings me to this point. I know we got a lot of in-house shit going on. It's some legitimate shit, too. It's real, you know, legitimate, this is a problem shit. And I want to tell all of y'all, we got problems with everything. I've tried to help my children to understand that all is fair in love and war. That's a true statement. That ain't just a great line in a movie. That's a really true statement. All is fair in love and war. And we're up against an enemy who loves war. So all of this shit is going to be used. They're going to put all kind of celebrities in front of you. They're going to try to get anybody who they think you look up to. Like all you personality worshipers, y'all stuck right about now, just struggling because they pulling out all the stops. And y'all want to get mad at them. T.I. should apologize. Killer Mike shouldn't have said that. You can't do that. Everybody wants to have something to say. A criticism, a scandal, rumors, all kind of shit is coming up. Listen, we live with these niggas every day. There will be plenty of time to deal with them. But as I've said before, we got a wolf at the door. Now, a wolf at the door, a nigga in the house. We live with these niggas. We could deal with them anytime. And it ain't nothing new. Ain't nobody that's a problem to us in this moment news to us. Now be honest. Everybody we thought was an infiltrator, shady motherfucker, somebody who just talk about you behind your back. Everybody was a user who ain't real. They not authentic. They ain't from the hood or whatever the hell you been thinking. They're the same ones that's been that way. This ain't news. We don't have to address this or them right now. What we do have to address is the wolf at the door. So if any of them fake, infiltrating, traitors, sellout, jokers got a rock, bat, stick, fist, get to task. We need all hands, feet, elbows, pistols, shotguns, rocks, matches, you name it. We need that shit on deck. Right? Right. That's important. That's probably the most important thing I'm going to tell you. There is another piece that I feel like is vitally important. Another piece that's vitally important is, right now, it's about 5:45, so I imagine it's still going on right now. My sister got in touch with me about an hour ago to let me know there was some virtual town hall meeting scheduled with Barack Obama. I knew y'all was probably a little excited about that. That's cool. But don't go for the old banana in the tailpipe. They trying to put anybody in front of you to shut y'all down. You can't go for that. You got to go straight ahead. He going to try to sell you hope like dope. And I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers want to believe it because you're scared, which is next thing I'll tell you about. But what I'm trying to tell you is you can't go for the old okie doke. Hope is a desperate beggar. Hope does not deliver. I know you said, but hope is like faith. And faith has had you begging, crying, bleeding, sweating, groveling for 400 or 500 damn years. Rocks done delivered better than that. Fire has delivered better than that. Come on now. This delivered better than that. So I'm trying to tell you, y'all pray at home, but be ready to rumble when you come out. And we out now. Get that shit on and popping. The other thing, everybody who's on this legislative thing, like I know Indiana just had their primaries, and I make no bones about it. I'm not a voter. I don't get involved in y'all's business. I just try to tell people what the fuck you're not going to do with me. And some of y'all right now saying, see there? I'm going to tell you what the Negro said. See, that's the problem. She don't even vote. What the hell is she talking about? She's talking about, I don't give a fuck what your policy say. I'm going to tell you what you're not going to do with me. Rules are for slaves. And all of y'all who say, well, actually, they can fuck us in the ass because it say right here in the Negro rule book that on every second Sunday, you got to come in for your regular tune-up and let them fuck you. Well, that's your business. I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck what that book say. Tell you what you're not going to do for me. And I'm trying to tell you, you don't have to overly concern yourself about having somebody who's a great grant writer to try to transfer him to the legislation department and try to sponsor a bill and write up with this. Y'all can do that if that's y'all's thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm probably got a biased criticism against it because the shit ain't working. We got rules from the floor to the ceiling. The law book's been stacked from here to the moon. And it ain't saved our black asses yet. But you know what has saved our black asses yet? What'd I tell y'all? Consequences. Fucking some shit up. That saves our black asses. That makes somebody say, you know, maybe we better not deal with these niggas like this. Maybe we should choke them a little less. Maybe we shouldn't kneel on their throats. Maybe we shouldn't shoot their children in the back. Maybe we better not drag them out of the cars. Maybe we better slow our fucking roll. Consequences. Y'all see all these companies coming out with all these glossy statements against racism? Isn't that beautiful? Isn't it wonderful? I'm so impressed. Shout out Ben and Jerry's. I know you had somebody black write that statement. That statement's so damn good, I thought your ass got discriminated against. I see. I'm telling you, when there are consequences, everyone can find their inner ability to act like they got some damn senses. Remember when your mama had to beat your ass? Because as long as she kept talking to you, what? You was acting like you didn't know no better. Till she gave you something to prove that you suddenly remember. You do indeed know how to act. You found some good sense in you. That's what's going on with white folks right now. So, I am suggesting, stop fucking around. Keep the consequences coming. Stay in their asses. I have no intention of letting up. None. And now is not the time for us to get all weepy-eyed and sentimental because suddenly there are people showing signs of remorse. Let me tell you something about them signs of remorse. Those signs of remorse are like somebody being hooked up to life support and you see a little bleep on the screen every now and then, a little glitchiness. That ain't a sign of life. Them motherfuckers is dead. They dead. Shut it down. If it's a real sign of life, unplug that shit and see if it still works. This is all we do. We unplugging the shit and see if it still run the way you hoped it would run. Let's remove some of the juice from it and see if they still as remorseful and humane as they appear to be in this moment. I ain't seen so many nice white people. I know y'all encountering these nice white folks. Yeah, I know y'all got your crazy ones that stood out there and the ones that showed up with their rifles. I know them is running around. But I'm talking about the ones that's so polite in the store. Oh, by all means, you go first. I get it. I fucking get it. I'd be nice too if I'd been fucking around in somebody else's yard and now all of a sudden they done came out to mark the property line. I'd be nice too if that had been me. Burning, looting, raping, stealing, and now all of a sudden a little of that is tipping back into my back door. I would be nice too. But since that ain't me, and I'm the one on this end of it, consequences. You got to pay. And you got to pay dearly. I mentioned to you all before about tasks. I hope y'all was listening. I try to share this shit every day, and I hate redundancy. Task. If you don't have one, get in touch with somebody who can give you one. And don't just get in touch with them damn preachers. Don't get in touch with them politicians. Them motherfuckers ain't give you tasks. They give you assignments. Gee, I think we're past that right now. You got to be beyond that. You got to be on the team. Get a task. Get in touch with me. Get in touch with somebody who's been through some shit. Get in touch with somebody who is already a proven organizer. No, not somebody who has just written a book from a wonderful, great study. Get in touch with somebody who has something to show for it. Somebody who's got a proven track record for having gotten shit done. Get in touch with them and ask them, hey, what can I do? I want to do something more than I'm doing. I want to do more than cuss out the police. I want to do more than stand outside at 801 and say fuck the police. I want to do more than go for a drive, go see who's out. I want to do more than that. Okay? Get in touch with somebody that can give you a task. If you can't go out, if you're physically compromised, you should be on a daily task of phone calls. You should be on a daily task of being a nuisance. I'm not going to tell you that you've been being a nuisance by making them damn memes circulate in inboxes. Save some of that energy. Put some of that energy to phone calls. So, I think I covered everything. Have y'all been doing for self? Y'all been on that tip? If you ain't doing for yourself, get with somebody who knows what that means and get busy. I need help weeding the garden all the time in case you're looking for me. But in all seriousness, find somebody who's growing some food, building some shit, homeschooling, got some medical experiences. And wait. make sure you have some skills to trade and some money. If you ain't got neither one of them things, or both, really, stick to the phone calls. Maybe you need to start making some signs. I don't know. But do something. But don't stand around sucking up air. I hope you all understand what I'm saying, and I hope everybody has been busy, because I am like a child in a candy shop. I was born for this shit. You have all the stamina in the world. You ask anybody who has ever gotten on my shit list just how long this can last. And I have to tell you, I come from a long line of people who carry grudges to their grave. Baby, let me tell you, this shit can go all the way. So, that's my piece today. I wanted to make sure to check in and make sure that we had a clear communication. I won't be relying on Facebook for no more of their shit. I tried. I better stick with what I have now recently learned. So peace and love, y'all. And look, I just look back here. I got some laundry I got laying over there to do, but I'm going to tell you, and this is a total side note, because I know how petty niggas do. They watching these videos. Let me tell you how this shit go. And this don't have nothing to do with what I just told you. Somebody watches these videos all the time just to look behind me to see if my house is a mess. Hell yeah, my house is a mess, because I ain't even moved in this joker yet. But you better ask somebody who know me for real, because them same petty niggas, this is how they do. We got all kind of sicknesses going on in here. What they'll do, they'll start a rumor. You can't listen to her about fuck the police, because she don't even have no furniture. Y'all silly. She don't even have shit. I tell you, this is what we do. That's why I had to tell y'all, we got to ignore each other for right now. Like, we can't even get involved in these beefs for right now, except if we come direct. Now, if they come direct, you're going to have to send them on their way. But any of that peripheral shit, you're going to have to just, I know, we crazy as shit. Send them on their way. They just silly. We can't help it. We've been fucked over for so long that we really psychologically fucked up. But I hope that you're getting some benefit from these videos I keep making. Because if y'all not getting no videos, if y'all not getting no benefit, I'm going to stop making these damn videos. But I enjoy being out there with y'all. 801 is a prime fine time for me. I ain't never spent this many evenings out since shit. I was probably in my 20s. But see y'all at 801.